This has gotta be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen before. Look at that. We've got... Ah, down he goes. We have got a baby zombie pigman riding a chicken jockey, except it appears as though in the snapshot, maybe the little hitboxes are a little bit messed up here. So he's just down on the same level as the chicken, rather than setting his butt up on top of the chicken, where it's supposed to be. You look ridiculous. You look silly and ridiculous and weird. Anyways, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sean. People on the internet call me SPUM. We're chilling on the HERMITCRAFT server today. And what I would like to do is remake that squid farm that I said I was going to make last week. But I got to do some other things first. We have to do some minor little things. We need to run around New Hermiton a bit. Engage some of the previous hermits. You see, we updated the snapshot, so all of the block update things weren't as bad as they used to be. For example, doors are actually opening and closing now, which is a welcome change from what was going on before. And it doesn't look like Zombie Cleo had registered my name tag proposal yet. But you know what? That's just fine. That's just totally fine, because we're going to be doing some different things. First, I want to grab a whole bunch of name tags and stuff and basically set up a shop right out in front of Slip's shop. It's gonna be the worst shop. It's on purpose going to be the worst looking shop ever. But I need some name tags. So let's go grab some of those first. So now we're experimenting. Left side of the portal, you can see the donors finally got their donations in. Look at them! Customized item frame and Nemo from those donors. Once again, thanks guys. So hopefully the left side of the portal brings me to the correct one. It does. Nice. I really like that, actually. Not that I ever want to go to that portal for any reason whatsoever, but I just really like the idea of having a portal where the spot you stand in, it changes where you end up at. I think that's really, really, really neat. So I did a whole bunch more fishing off camera. Oh, looks like I spoke too soon about the doors thing. Look at that. Ah, glitches. So inside... Oh, I'm standing on the hopper right now. Interesting. So inside my chest... Actually, let's just start from the bottom. They have all been meticulously organized. You can see we don't have any shortage of enchanted books or leather boots anytime in the near future, or saddles, or raw fish. Or bows. I have so many magical bows. It's weird that you only find magic bows. You don't find any non-magic bows from fishing. And they all have pretty good durability on them, too. Got some raw salmon. And then up here, we've got 50 whole name tags. This was the most recent fishing thing. So let's take the 2 out of there. And grab our 50 we have here. And I think I have a handful more inside the chests on top of this place. So let me check that out. I want to do some more work on this place eventually, but we did just start the Feed the Beast. I don't know, I've been having or not the Feed the Beast. We did just start the Mod Sauce series, so I'm gonna be playing around on that. I don't know how much time I'm gonna want to be spending on doing aesthetic things here, but we'll see. This place has been bothering me for a while. So somewhere around here, I've got name tags. I think I want to coalesce all of the ones that I have somewhere over the name tag. Wow, there's not a single one of these chests. Okay, well, never mind. So let's head back to New Hermiton and get to building this awful little shop. So if I could choose any spot in New Hermiton to put a name tag shop, where would I put it? By golly, I think I'll just put it right here. Go ahead and have this be our back wall. Set it up like this. Oh yeah, this is gonna look real nice. A nice fancy setup once we finish. We gotta worry about those blocks. We're still on the snapshot, unfortunately. And let's raise it up like this. Put a little fanciness inside of it. And let's have some walls right here, right there, right there, and right there. Isn't that neat looking? Doesn't that just do the job? We're gonna go ahead and put a sign up on this that says SPUM's discount name tags. Right here. In front of and then inside, we're gonna go ahead and take a chest. right here, and we gotta write the instructions still, of which they will say, "Welcome to SPUM's discount name tags. What we lack in style, we make up for in savings. Simply grab the desired number of name tags and leave the payment in the chest." And the prices are as follows. Still cheaper than Slips in every way, considering he sells 10 name tags for a stack of diamonds, which equals out to 6.4 diamond per name tag. My most expensive price is 5 per name tag, but of course we encourage buying in bulk. So we got 64 diamonds set up right here, and that is everything we need. SPUM's D tags. Discount name tags. Get it? SPUM's D tags. There we go. So hopefully people can read that. We're going to split these name tags up into usable increments. We're going to have 1 stack of 20, because I don't think we're going to have that many people buying 20. And then we're going to have 1 stack of 10? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 stack of 20. There we go. 2 stacks of 10. 3 stacks of 5. And then if anyone wants individuals, or actually, why don't we do this? Why don't we move this over and then just sell the last ones as individuals? That makes up for all the different prices. Alright. Alright, so all people gotta do is leave their diamond behind in the chest. Now all we gotta do is make sure it's definitely pretty ghetto. Definitely pretty ghetto. We're just gonna say, we could do a door, but to be ghetto, we're gonna say, break dirt to enter. Just so people know. Just so people know exactly how to get in. There we go. There we go. Now, if people want to get a name tag for cheap prices, they don't have to pay Slip's crazy, exorbitantly high prices. They just need to head on over to SPUM's discount name tags, where they can get all of their name tags at reasonable prices. We don't spend a lot of money on real estate or fluff because we just want to pass the savings directly on to the consumer. And that's how I roll. So that's a lot of fun. We'll see if that causes any issues. Probably not. You know, we're a friendly crowd on the server. I'm sure no one would mind having a shop put right in front of their shop and having their prices undercut by 50%. That's probably fun. Anyways, we still got to get working on that squid farm that I mentioned a couple days ago. And luckily the swamp is all clean now, so it's going to be some easy working once we head over there. So I want to grab the supplies I need. I'm probably going to even name a viewer item. You notice I'm level 50 now. I actually got all level 50s just from fishing. I didn't go to the experience farm at all. And it costs just so very little. It costs so very little experience to name items now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's check out what the latest viewer item is. I actually got a couple of pretty good suggestions in here on the latest episode. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The first is from Skazi, who he actually jumped in. If you guys don't have me on Twitter, you should get me on Twitter, because we were totally, I put out a tweet yesterday saying we were testing a UHC game, and that sort of fell through because we were testing to see if the server could take the load, and it couldn't, which is unfortunate. But since we had a bunch of people all together in the TeamSpeak, we all just got together and played some games on Hypixel server, and Skazi, I believe, was among them. But anyways, he also said in the last video, to unname an item, you have to clear the name bar. You can't just type in the name. Also try combining your old helmet with an unchatted, fully prepared diamond helmet to repair it. So I want to give that a shot, and also just give Skazi M a shout out for saying that. Also, the best Aiden said, name a block of dirt anything, then rename it to dirt so it is in italics, and I like that. I like that. I like that. Which is weird, because that's not how I taught. Oh, we should probably put this latest episode back. That's not how I was taught. I don't know if I mean, clearly I've just been doing it wrong this entire time, but I thought you fixed it by putting it as the old name, but clearly that's not the case. So first we're gonna name this anything. Anything. There we go. And now it's gonna be called not just dirt, but dirt. Dirt in italics. It's so fancy looking. And then also, we're gonna go ahead and do this to the helmet right here. We're gonna unenchant you. Thank you, Diamond Helm. Take my almost fully you know what? It'll probably work. If it's... Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It says too expensive, and it says too expensive. I presume maybe if this was fully repaired, it would be a different story, so let's check that out. Let's throw on a diamond. Let's repair this dude. Fully repair you. Try again with the 2 different sides. Too expensive and too expensive. So that definitely sucks, but luckily, I think since it's named, we can still spend 39 levels of... Oh, I just spent all my experience, but... I think we can actually... no? It's weird, because before I renamed this at all, it was totally repairable, and now it's not repairable. I don't know what they did. I don't know what you're doing, Mojang. I don't know what you got going on over there with the whole experience spending thing, but it's all wonked up right now. Not working the way it's supposed to. That's not even that much. It's protection 4 and breaking 3. It's not that fancy. The stuff I had. I might just stick to 3 and 3 in the future, because apparently that doesn't cause any stuff to break. So let's get rid of the junk we don't need. We're going to go ahead and thank the best Aiden for his suggestion of dirt. Is how I'm going to pronounce it from now on. And probably throw away this golden sword, and then... I guess just get ready for the squid farm stuff, it looks like. I'm excited to actually have a functioning squid farm rather than the broken one. And then once that's done, actually the reason I'm doing this is because the squid farm is the last thing that I need to build over at Muse Manufacturing. I can't think of any other resources I want to generate there. Technically, oh, I guess I did want to put a farm over there, but that can be an add-on we can add in relatively painlessly. But basically the squid farm is going to be the lowest thing. And so that's where I want the item filter to start going. You notice it, we have in the to-do list at the bottom of each episode a to-do list where I mention having an item filter. And I want to start item filtering items in Muse Manufacturing because we got a lot of them and it's getting really full. So I'm going to end up putting the fishing farm, the fish farm, the fishery, the mob farm, and the squid farm, and I'm going to put all the items and have them all just run through a gigantic item filter. That's not going to be till, you know, probably next episode, maybe episode after that. We'll see how it goes. I do want to deal with some other hermits here, and that might take up a whole episode, but I don't want to spoil anything yet, so we'll just leave it at that. But, yeah. I still just want to get the item filter set up sometime in the very near future because that place is getting done. Believe it or not, Muse Manufacturing is getting about done. And I really got to actually try to knock out a lot of that to-do list pretty soon because we're getting down to the wire. I don't know how much longer we'll be going in this world. I mean, even if the world doesn't reset, no one's like mentioned anything about it, but even if the world did reset, there's talks of perhaps maybe even moving once 1.8 officially comes out, and that would suck to have to move all my stuff. I don't want to do that, so I really want to at least get all that stuff done for the sake of posterity. Anyways, let's grab some items and tools and start working on that there squid farm. And I almost forgot to mention, because we're doing the... Why do my minecarts do this so often nowadays? This is so frustrating. Having to run back every time. At least you get a little speed boost running under these lights right here. Jump, jump. And jump, jump. And jump, jump. It's really nice for catching up with the car. Anyways, I was gonna say... This area, the donor room, we're actually going to be making a copy of this inside the Mod Sauce world. Or at least I am. It's going to be part of my... I don't know what exactly I'm going to build. I'm thinking of doing like a giant airship or something. Or maybe a water ship. Probably a water ship. But something. Basically another donor room that's almost exactly like this with similar donor stuff. So you need not worry if you donate about the world not being played on any more or less, because we're basically going to be having your stuff into different worlds. Now that we have attained... Nay, not attained. Now that we have... Ooh, scary sounds. Earned our massive hole in the ground for squids, it's time to throw down the water. It's unfortunately just gonna be invisible. I don't like that. I mean, the other squid farm we saw was like just floating in the sky, and this just has to be tucked in the ground. Pretty hard to see. Wish we could do something about that. Anyway, so what we have to do now is throw along a bunch of dirt just on this second level, because squids spawn anywhere between, I think it's 64 and 45, maybe 63 and 45, I can't remember which. Anyways, that's roughly where we are. We're in 62. Technically, this is 63 right here. So we're just going to water right across here. Whoa, looking at that mouse cursor. That's so weird looking. Anyways. Yeah. So we're going to throw down a whole bunch of dirt right across the floor right here. And we switched to stone, just frankly because I happen to already have some stone sitting around. And we're going to pop on down to the bottom, you know. I should probably leave a big enough hole for me to ender pearl out of. Shouldn't have even done this yet. We got to place the signs first, but it's no big deal. Drop down here, we're going to be looking at roughly layer 43. So our feet, so 44, 45 right here, we want them to spawn. So right here is where the signs are going to be. So let's switch all this up. Start placing down these bad boys, and we're just going to go all the way across the entire square with these signs. Now we've got a perfectly even layer of signs. There's a couple little S's thrown about here and there from when I was backing up. But now we want to make sure that the squids are funneled into one spot. We could just have this be on this level with the other water, but I just frankly would like to be able to walk around in here, so we're going to dig out another level. And because this thing is 15 by 15, that actually gives us not enough room for the water to make a channel in the center. Let me show what I'm talking about here. I put the two pieces of water, they intersect right there, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do to make sure we actually have a dry channel in the center that allows the squids to fall through... It just happened. Whoops. Something that allows the squids to fall through to a dry channel in the center is we're going to be cutting out a little path, a little one deep hole on each side right here. And luckily this side's dirt, so it'll go super quick. Dirt. Like that. And then we're going to try throwing down our water buckets again and make sure we do actually have a 1 or 2 wide water channel in the center. I'm not picky. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I can do either one. Nice. So because this is now 17 by 17, we've got 8 blocks on that side, 8 blocks on that side. That means 16, which means 1 block down the center right here. I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to do one more. Squids, I know they fit in little 1 by 1 areas, but I don't think they're exactly 1 by 1. They're not super small. So in order to increase productivity, I think I will do that. Yeah, we're gonna go cut out another block from the underside of each of these things right here, and then cut down our 3 by 1 channel down the center. Okay, so we've got our water channels slightly messed up right here. Let's throw down this guy. Hopefully this fixes it. There we go. That's looking a lot better than it before. Gonna refill our water buckets so that we can replace the water up top, and this thing is getting dangerously close to being done. So now we're going to take our pickaxe over here. We're going to be cutting down a water channel. I'm sure you can figure out how this is going to work. Man, of course I gotta make you ugly right there, that one freaking block. Oh well, no one's gonna come down here too often. So we're gonna tear down this water channel. Luckily, even though we don't need light down here, it'll be nice to make it possible to see. And just a few little areas around here. We don't need the sides. So now we take the water, throw it against the back wall, see how far it goes. Looks like it stops right here, so we're gonna dig down right there, dig down right here, continue the water stream all the way to the end, and then we're gonna have it dead end just over a little drop pit where it's gonna drop into a couple of hoppers, which I actually don't have on me yet, but that's fine. We'll get some in a minute here. So you get pushed to this end. I'll go ahead and make it 6 hoppers. I don't know why. I just sort of want to make it 2 by whatever. Have it only be up by 1 block so that I can still get out here if necessary. But everyone knows squids can't jump, so they won't be able to do anything once they get in here. So we're going to dig out past this spot by 1 block. This will actually be filled up later, possibly with glass, so that squids actually can't get anywhere. And you know, I kind of want to beautify this just a little bit. I want to go grab some hoppers and some glass, and this is already looking kind of pretty down here. I want to grab some hoppers and some glass, and some chests, and some pieces of wood. Actually, I don't think I have any wood left, but whatever. Let's get this thing squared away. I just got to make one more trip back for resources before we do the water. Let's do the water up top. That'll give squids time to spawn. Oh god. Oh no, it's so hard to get up. Unintended side. Oh, you can't even get up right here. And now comes one of the funnest moments. Flooding the entire chamber with water. Got side number 1 set up. Let's go along side number 2. See if we can do this as quickly as possible to just watch all the magic happen. 5, 7, 8. Did I do it? I did it! Haha! We watched the entire thing get filled in with water. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. And then we go through with a shovel, tear down all of this, and we watch as all the water flows down throughout the entire bottom section. Aw, yeah! I can taste that ink now. We've obtained our goodies. Let's see if we can see any more squid. Another drop. I see some! Ha ha! I see squid. I see squid. And they will have a net direction of down over time. Does it need to be filled in? It does need to be filled in. Do I have anything I can fill it in with? I got a little bit of cobble. A little bit of a squid sanctuary right there. So now all we gotta do is get down to the bottom. What are you trying to do, Squiddy Pie? You gotta work your way down, not up. Oh well, they'll do it. They'll finally get it done over time. And then we drop down here into the breathing chamber where the squids suffocate to death. And I decided against actually having any sort of glass right here. We're going to have a more unique system of viewing. We're going to use slabs. I think I want to put them on the bottom right here. Let's do bottom slabs so that we can barely see where the squids are coming from. And it darkens the back room like this. It looks so interesting. Let's cut through right here. We're going to once again cut right under you guys. And we are going to have our chest placed right here. Check this out. We're going to have a chest like that. We're going to have our hopper going into the chest, into the hopper, into you, and the same thing on this side, except I want to probably fill the bottom right here at some point. So, put the 2 hoppers right there, and believe it or not, the actual ink collecting portion of the squid farm is done. That's all it takes. That's all she wrote. And look at him. Just in time to watch the very first squid meet his demise. Oh, maybe I should have done the top. That way I could actually see him drowning. I don't mind. I don't mind. Just sit here and wait for this guy. Oh, man, this is going to be glorious. Granted, you know, ink isn't actually worth anything. So not the biggest of deals in the world. But it's just the notion of having another auto farm set up with another collection of items. At some point in time, I might even want to get a cactus farm set up. Except I don't think I would want to do it here. It doesn't seem like the right thing to have in Muse Manufacturer. Then again, it's... I can't tell. They're not super taxing on servers. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're not... the real reason Muse Manufacturing is in place is because I just wanted to split up the mob farms, but I can't decide... I do spend a lot of time here, so I guess I do spend the most time fishing and trying to get the items that come from fishing. He did. And we have our first 2 ink sacks, and we will continue to get all the ink sacks. I got 12 ladders. That's not going to be enough. I need like 15 or something to get out of here. And actually, I think I want to actually make it... I don't want to disrupt the smooth flow of the swamp up there, so I'm actually going to get out here using ender pearls. And that's going to be the official way out. Or maybe I'll just kill myself, you know, that works too. Can I just fall through? Well, this works, I guess. I don't think any squids are going to be able to jump up to this side. So can I jump to that side? Let's see if we can sprint up there. Nope, nope, can't even get the sprint down right. Can't even jump right there, unfortunately. Well, that's fine. Gonna go ahead and I guess just make a staircase. You know, I didn't want to disrupt the beauty of the swamp, but I think I'm just gonna have to. There's no better way to get out of here. Could use ladders. Maybe I'll just use a ladder at the end of the staircase. That makes the most sense. That makes the most sense. Anyways, so yeah, the squid farm is done, guys. We are really knocking items off that to-do list. Getting there. So, I think we'll call it quits here for today. Don't forget to check out the HERMITCRAFT community on Google+. HERMITCRAFT.com. Check out all the other hermits and stuff. And also, if you would like to be a donor, get one of your items inside the donor hall here or on the Mod Sauce server. go ahead and check out my Patreon link. It's in the description as well as at the end of the video. And I will talk to you guys next time. I gotta be able to see in here. This is ridiculous. Take 1,265,963,898 years to mine out an entire Minecraft world. That's a long time. Long enough that you never have to worry about running out of land in your lifetime.